The first system is the body. Why must I move the body at all? I could probably hit the ball more accurately if I kept it still. True, but where would I get the energy to hit the ball any distance if my body didn't move? How could I keep the club in plane with the target if the body could not turn? To understand the body's job in a golf swing, we must return to the original problem of hitting a golf ball with a golf club. If I just let the club swing around my wrists, it will hit the ball every time, just not very far. To increase the distance, I have to increase the club head speed. The speed of the club is more responsible for distance than any other factor. The physical formula for kinetic energy is half mv squared, which basically means that the speed of the club is 8 times more important than the weight of the club. Without moving my wrists, I can't increase the speed. So I have to lift the wrists up. I have to take a run-up. Picking the club up like this would make me hit the ball through my legs. Enough for that theory. I have to pick up the club whilst keeping it parallel to the target line, but I have 2 hands on the club. Which means I have to turn my body and lift the club at the same time. A wise man once said, "Less is more." I don't want to change my spine angle or sway while I turn. My address position tilts my spine to the right. Turning my upper body to the right will cause my weight to move over my right leg. Understanding weight transfer is easy. If you move more bits of your body over one leg, your weight will transfer. I have to teach my body to turn without changing its posture, whilst at the same time lifting the club. To make this easier, we will start by just training the body. If you watch my backswing and take away my arms and hands, I have made a simple turn to the right. At the end of the turn, my hips have turned approximately 45 degrees and my shoulders 90. This position is called the X factor, a term that the American instructor Jim McLean used to describe the difference in the distance the hips and the shoulders turn in the backswing. If you were to look at my body position from the perspective of a helicopter hovering over my head, you would see that the angle between my chest and hips creates an X form. To stop me rotating too far, I hold my right knee bent. This creates a natural physical boundary for my backswing. I simply can't turn any further. One of the major mistakes that golfers make is to try to turn too far in the backswings. They imagine being able to hit the ball further, or they read in a book that the club must be parallel to the ground at the top of the backswing. This is wrong. These books are describing professional swings, guys who have been playing golf since they were 5 years old. Professionals are like Chinese gymnasts. If you try to turn your shoulders like Tiger Woods, you're going to need a very good osteopath. You may never stand straight again. I have a tip here as well. When you get up in the morning, look in the mirror. If Tiger looks back at you, copy his swing. If not, you might want to consider that the guy in the mirror started to play golf far later in life and spends much of his time behind a desk. At the end of your backswing, there should be considerable tension between the hips and the legs and the shoulders and the hips. You will probably feel it most in the right thigh and lower back. This tension is necessary. I use this tension to start my downswing. Just relaxing at this point should turn me back towards my starting position. In the downswing, I want to transfer my weight to my left foot and then accelerate the club by kicking towards the ball with my right side. Like a boxer or martial arts expert, I do not just use my arms and hands to hit the ball. I use my entire body. I kick down with my knee, hip and torso, whilst resisting with my left leg and upper body. Teaching your body these movements is just a matter of repetition. Automating movement means doing it again and again. According to the scientists, about 1,800 times. I know that sounds a lot, but 50 repetitions a day and your swing is automated in 6 weeks. Just make sure you repeat the correct movement. To do this, you must drill your body. This DVD is full of drills which will teach your body to feel what your brain understands but can't control. The movements of the swing are imitated perfectly in the drills. Take your address position without a club and then cross your arms over your chest. Keeping your right knee bent, turn your chest as far as you can to the right, allowing the weight and tension to build up over your right leg. Place your right hand on your right hip. Release the tension and turn back until your hips are in their starting position. At this point, your shoulders should still hold the X factor and be pointing 45 degrees to the right. Your weight should be on your left foot, the majority of it anyway, let's say 60 or 70%. Now, kick down with your right knee towards the ball until your shoulders reach their starting position. This is the end of the first drill. When your body reaches this position in the swing, you have just hit the ball. After this moment, you can't help the ball. If you let it, the club will pull you up with it and into the end position. Because that is not something that your body actually has to do, you don't have to practice it. This is one of the core movements of the golf swing and should be practiced until your dying day.